Buckle up for a wild ride through the life of Albert Einstein, the rock star physicist who turned the universe upside down with his mind-bending ideas. This isn't just a dusty history lesson, it's a tale of a rebel genius, a dreamer, and a guy who wrestled with the cosmos while rocking some seriously iconic hair. Was his brain the sharpest? Let's dive into the true story of Einstein and find out, with a dose of excitement and a sprinkle of cosmic wonder. The early days, a slow starter with a spark. Born in 1879 in Ulm, Germany, young Albert wasn't exactly a child prodigy. He didn't talk much until he was about 3, worrying his parents that he might be slow. But oh, were they wrong? Little Einstein was just brewing something big in that curious noggin. At age 5, he was mesmerized by a compass his dad gave him. How did that needle know where to point? This wasn't just a toy, it was the spark that ignited his lifelong obsession with unraveling the universe's secrets. By his teens, Einstein was a self-taught math whiz, devouring books on geometry and calculus like they were comic books. But school? He hated it. Teachers thought he was a slacker because he questioned everything and didn't care for rote learning. He was a rebel with a cause, understanding the world on his own terms. At 16, he even ditched Germany to avoid military service, landing in Switzerland to chase his dreams. The miracle year, 1905, when Einstein broke physics. Fast forward to 1905, when Einstein, a 26-year-old patent clerk, yep, not even a professor, unleashed his annus mirabilis, miracle year. Working in a cramped office in Bern, Switzerland, he published 4 papers that flipped science on its head. Picture this, a guy scribbling equations in his spare time, sipping coffee, and casually rewriting the laws of the universe. Here's what he dropped. Photoelectric effect. He showed that light behaves like particles, photons, not just waves. This won him the Nobel Prize in 1921 and laid the groundwork for quantum mechanics. Boom, Brownian motion. He proved atoms exist by explaining the jittery dance of particles in liquid. Take that, skeptics. Special relativity. He declared that the laws of physics are the same everywhere, and nothing goes faster than light. Oh, and time and space. They're stretchy, like cosmic yoga. AMC squared, the most famous equation ever. It says mass and energy are interchangeable, like cosmic currency. This little formula later helped unlock the power of the atom, and, sadly, the bomb. This was Einstein at his peak, a one-man intellectual hurricane. He wasn't just sharp, he was slicing through centuries of assumptions like a lightsaber through butter. The big one, general relativity and warping the universe. By 1915, Einstein was ready to go bigger. His theory of general relativity was a cosmic game-changer. He said gravity isn't just a force, it's the bending of space and time by massive objects, like planets and stars. Imagine the universe as a trampoline, and a bowling ball, say, the sun, makes a dent that pulls smaller objects, planets, toward it. Mind blown. In 1919, astronomers tested this during a solar eclipse, watching starlight bend around the sun exactly as Einstein predicted. The world went nuts. Newspapers crowned him a superstar. He wasn't just a scientist, he was a global icon, the guy who made the universe feel like a sci-fi novel. Was his brain the sharpest? Now, let's tackle the big question. Was Einstein's brain the sharpest? Well, his brain was definitely different. After he died in 1955, his brain was studied, controversially, since he didn't explicitly consent. Scientists found it had an unusually high number of folds and grooves in certain areas, especially those tied to math and spatial reasoning. His parietal lobes, linked to visualizing complex ideas, were bigger than average. So, yeah, his brain was wired for genius-level pattern recognition, like a supercomputer built for cosmic puzzles. But sharpest? That's trickier. Einstein wasn't a know-it-all. He struggled with some math, he needed help with the tricky tensor calculus for general relativity, and wasn't a walking encyclopedia like some polymaths. His genius was in his imagination, his ability to ask what if, and chase wild ideas. Take his thought experiments. At 16, he imagined riding a beam of light. That's not just sharp, that's a brain doing backflips in the 4th dimension. Still, others were razor sharp in their own ways. Newton invented calculus and gravity's laws while barely out of his teens. Tesla envisioned entire inventions in his mind. Ramanujan, the Indian math genius, pulled theorems out of thin air with no formal training. Einstein's edge was his blend of creativity, persistence, and a knack for seeing the big picture. He wasn't the fastest calculator, but he was the boldest dreamer, the man behind the genius, quirks and struggles. Einstein wasn't just equations and wild hair. He was a character. He loved playing the violin, sailing, and puffing on his pipe. He was a pacifist who spoke out against war, a civil rights supporter, and a bit of a ladies' man. His love life was complicated. He fled Nazi Germany in 1933, settling in the US, where he became a quirky professor at Princeton, often spotted wandering in mismatched socks, lost in thought. But he wasn't perfect. His first marriage to Milva Maric, a physicist herself, ended in divorce, and he was a distant dad to his kids. He also wrestled with his role in the atomic bomb. His mc² paved the way, but he urged against its use. Later in life, he resisted quantum mechanics weirdness, famously saying, "God does not play dice." Spoiler, quantum physics won that round. The legacy, a brain that changed the world. Einstein died in 1955, but his ideas still ripple through science. GPS works because of relativity's time dilation corrections. Black holes, once thought impossible, are now confirmed thanks to his math. His work inspires everything from sci-fi to space exploration. Was his brain the sharpest? Maybe not in every way, but it was uniquely brilliant. Einstein didn't just solve problems, he redefined what problems were worth solving. He saw the universe as a grand puzzle and played with it like a kid with a toy. His story isn't just about a brain, it's about a guy who dared to dream bigger than the stars. So, what's the takeaway? Einstein's life reminds us that genius isn't just about raw IQ, it's about curiosity, guts, and a little bit of rebellion. Now, go channel your inner Einstein and ask, what's your cosmic what if?